Can two Bluetooth speakers hooked up in stereo sound as good as a modest 2-channel system? Are we secretly hooked up to a giant robot power plant so that our body heat supplies power for the robots? Answers to at least one of these questions in the video to follow. So if you're new here, subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell notification so that you know when all of my silly videos go up onto the internet. So grab a cup of coffee, sit down, and let's talk about the Soundcore by Anker Motion Plus Bluetooth speakers. Today's sponsor is Sith Audio's port plugs. When you want to plug that pesky port in the back of your speakers so that you have better bass response, smoother roll-off, grab a pair of Sith Audio port plugs. They're $35 and they're a lot better than just crumpling up some paper towels and putting it in there. They do a lot more than that. Sith Audio port plugs, $35.99. They're on sale though. Usually they're $1,000 a pair. Soundcore is actually one of the Anker brands and they're all over Amazon. I use Anker products all the time. Power strips, I use them when I travel with like USB chargers. They have smart chargers. They're very well built and they're great products, and I actually own a lot of them. I got into Soundcore when I bought these, and this is Soundcore. There we go. Soundcore, and they're little earbuds, and I love them. I love them. They sound great. They have an app. They have EQ. They're great. Now, when I like mow the lawn or I'm going into a grocery store or even watching videos at night in bed, usually I'm grabbing these. And while many say Bluetooth does not give you the fidelity of hardwire or having a great DAC or whatever it is, I find these to be extremely convenient. And I use them all the time. And I enjoy music through them. So I thought, hey, I'm going to take a look at some of their Bluetooth speakers, specifically Bluetooth speakers that can be paired together to provide stereo sound. Because of the experience I've had with their Bluetooth earbuds, and because they're very well reviewed, I bought a pair of the Soundcore Motion Plus Bluetooth speakers. I wanted to see how they were. They have over 5,700 positive reviews, almost 5-star reviews, from 5,700 people. So I figured, what can possibly go wrong? So when I got them, they look like this. They are, so they have 4 drivers, 2 mid-bass, if you can call them that, drivers, a passive radiator in the middle, and 2 soft-dome tweeters on the end. They're built very well, pretty much like all Soundcore products. I have no complaints about the build quality. The build quality is quite good. Very easy controls on top. Power button, volume up and down, a Bluetooth button, and then a bass button to turn up the bass. And then on the side, there's a power button and USB-C and a 3.5 millimeter input on the side. So they're built great. How do they sound? Do they sound like a modest 2-channel system? No, they don't. Not even remotely close. They are very shouty with the vocals. They have an EQ. I use the EQ, and that's what I was hoping for, that I could figure out a setting on the EQ to make these sound awesome. There isn't one, okay? They're so shouty that I brought down, so I brought the bass up, I think 60, 150, and 300 hertz. I brought that way up, and there is a plus 6 dB and minus 6 dB setting on the EQ. I basically put a shelf EQ, 300 hertz and lower, all the way up. And I tried a variation of that. It is the vocals that are so piercing that it is almost unlistenable. Really, it kind of is unlistenable. When I put them in stereo mode, I did get some very good imaging. I got a center image. I got soundstage that was behind the speakers, and with them being so small, you can move them around to get the soundstage you want and imaging you want. It's just they weren't very good. There's no bass. When you do have bass, even bringing, I think it was 1K all the way down, they're just treble monsters. They just they're super piercing and fatiguing. I can't see myself listening to these for more than about 5 minutes. Even outside, they're just not good. They're not good. They're super shouty. And I'm kind of perplexed on how they have nearly as many positive reviews as they had. Probably because people that are buying these are not crazy audiophiles like we are. They're just regular people that want music maybe outside in a convenient location. But for me, they're not going to work. They're not going to work. I'm going to have to send them back. And I mean, they're really good. Like, they come in great packaging. They're built very well. They have Bluetooth aptX 5.0 Bluetooth. It's great from a functional standpoint. It's all there. What's not there is the sound. And even if they just weren't so shouty, I would probably give them a pass. Ironically, when I put them vertically, they actually sounded a lot better. But there's no flat surface on here, so you can't really stand them up. You have to build something, basically. I get why they're built like this. And actually, this reminds me of some of the Pioneer car speakers that I'd put in the back deck. But if you hit the brakes really hard, they come flying forward because you just put them back there. Anyway, they're angled up like that. I wanted to like these. And frankly, I am still on the quest to find a pair of decent Bluetooth speakers that I can pair together that will sound okay. Just so that I can enjoy the music. Because yes, probably no Bluetooth speaker is going to reproduce the fidelity and the detail that comes along with wired music. But I figured, hey, if I can still enjoy them, that's fine. And I've had such a great experience with their earbuds. Frankly, I've purchased 2 different models of the Soundcore earbuds. I liked them so much, I actually gave them away to one of my close friends so that he could enjoy it. Because he's, oh, I'm fine. He's got just earbuds. And I'm like, try these. They're awesome. And he loves them too. So the Soundcore earbuds are very good. This one, not so much. I may buy, they have another, it looks like a little boombox. I may buy that one as well. But what I really want is a pair of Bluetooth speakers that I can spread out and get some type of stereo separation. Ironically, I had a pair of, well, I still have them. Actually, the kids have them now. The UE Mini Boom. They're about the size of a softball. And I'll link those in the description too. Those are a single driver, and they are actually better than the Motion Plus by Soundcore, because I don't think they're trying to give you all these different driver. The thing about these are the drivers just aren't blended well together. And I figured through DSP, maybe they would figure a way out to blend them well together. The UE Mini Boom is just a single driver, single full range driver, and it actually sounds a lot better than these. Now, from a frequency response standpoint, I'm sure those UE Mini Booms are a mess, but very similar to the Bose Acoustimass products. They're just giving you what you want, and it sounds passable. It sounds good. If you get a little bit of boundary reinforcement behind these, like if you have them in the kitchen, you put them close to the wall in the kitchen, it does bring the bass up a little bit, but not enough to cover up or blend well with the shouty vocals. So I will link the UE Mini Booms. I'll link the Liberty. I think these are the Liberty Plus earbuds. And if you're looking for a Bluetooth solution that is somewhat portable, now these aren't run by batteries, but the Edifier R1700 BTS, which I have at work, are a pretty good solution, and they're cheaper than buying 2 of these. These are $100 a piece, so that's $200 for those. The Edifiers are about $150 or $160, and it gives you the option of a subwoofer. If these came with a wireless subwoofer, maybe, even if I had to buy it for like $50, some wireless, Bluetooth subwoofer, maybe it would be worth it. Even if I had to plug that subwoofer in, maybe it'd be worth it. The shouty vocals, though, they don't do it for me, and I don't think they're going to do it for you either. So, if you want to support the channel, you can sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/cheapaudioman. Every Sunday night, we have patron-only Zooms. We're going to have one tonight. There's also a patron-only Facebook group. You can also sign up for Amazon Music click on the link, sign up for Amazon Music. I get a couple of dollars. You get 3 or 4 months for free, and you get 3 months of Disney Plus for free. And if you don't like it, cancel your subscription. You can also use any of the links in the description. Those are affiliate links. It's a great way to show support for me. It doesn't cost you any more, but I get a little bit of a commission. So don't binge watch anything. Binge listen. Probably not on the Soundcore Motion Plus Bluetooth speakers. And fill your soul with happiness. And with that, I'm Randy. I'm the Cheap Audio Man.